Creating this podcast has been something very different for me because it's unlike anything I've done before. Of course, I have come up with scripts before, I've done all sorts of video, things like that. But, I've never really had the chance to do the acting part of it because, in the very first part of each episode is a narration where we're going into this sort of a mm, um, spooky storytelling narrative where I'm actually telling you what's going to happen in this episode or setting up the scene. And of course, I have to slip into my narrator's voice. Um, but that's been a learning curve too about going from this beginning narration over to the part where I begin to talk about spell work or its magical connection. So it's a switch between being actor and teacher, which has been interesting, and I'm still learning, how to do that. So that's been a very, it's been very rewarding to come up with, first of all, the script for the podcast, which sometimes I follow parts of it, especially the narration to the letter. And other parts of it, I actually go off script because it's a subject that I know. But it lets me talk about things that I didn't or haven't got to talk about in the past that have interested me for years. Some episodes have ghost stories in them, which I've been reading books on hauntings and ghost stories since I was like 14, 15 years old. So for the past several years, my life has been about doing magical work and spell work and doing altar work for people. And now, as I move into this phase of wanting to teach, wanting to present, um, it's led to this new medium, which it seems to be well received. Some people have actually stopped and told me how much they're enjoying the podcast, and I'm sure that my presentation will improve over time. Of course, all of us are we look at our own work differently than other people. We're always extra critical of it because we always know I can do better or I could have done that better or I could have done that differently. But once it's out there, once it's already there ready for you to listen to, I can't change it. So um but that's all any of us can do. Keep pushing ourselves towards a better version of ourselves when it comes to our craft, uh learning how to I'm sure you think of some actors. There were really actors in their early movies, not good. And I try to think of it that way, where it's a lot of fun doing it. Um, so far, a lot of people are enjoying it, and the name is fun. The Feral Folklorist. I wanted to come up with something that was off the cuff, like I am a folklorist. That's what I do. When people ask me, "What do you do?" Well, we own the store, and I'm a folklorist. Of course, I'm also an author and a podcaster, and a videographer, and a magical practitioner, and like, yeah. So it all lumps in together to me as a folklorist, and feral indicates that I'm going to be talking about several things in that genre, and I may go off script, and I may get mouthy at times. You never know. So, if you haven't heard it yet, please go to feralfolklorist.com. You can find it on any of the most popular podcasts: Apple, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Podcaster. It's in many places. Got 4 episodes out so far. I've already got the fifth and sixth one recorded. I just need to do some editing. And the entire year, all episodes through Christmas are planned out. And I kind of already know what I'm doing in season 2 for next year. So, thanks for coming on this journey with me. And if you haven't heard it yet, please go and listen to my new podcast, The Feral Folklorist. I'm Papa G, and Thanks for coming. Thanks for listening. feralfolklorist.com.